I just restarted the live. The other one was like acting really weird. And it didn't send out a notification. Hi. Hi, Cho. Did you get a notification? Did you guys get notifications? It was doing that thing again where it wasn't sending out notifications. Hi. Okay, I guess you guys got notifications. Hi. I had to restart it. That was so weird. That was weird. Hi. Okay, good. You guys got it. Okay, good. I restarted it. Hi, Roderick. Hi, Lilia. Hi. Yay. Okay, good. Hi, Chris. Hi. Oh, living life. Hi, Davy. Lover of all things black. I see you. Pluto, you got it. Okay, everybody got one. Good. Chell got one. Roderick got, hi. Imani got one. Good. Hi, Chris. Hi, other Chris. Hi, Panda. Hi, Simone. Hi, Mar. Okay, everybody got it. Good. Hi. Hi, World Lover. Yeah, it's better this one, Ori. That was weird. So, Get Christie Love today because we didn't watch Get Christie Love last week. It's on YouTube, I believe. It's also on oldmoviecinema.blogspot.com. If anybody wants to watch it, it's like another 70s movie. You guys know I've been into like the 70s movies these days. Chris Gang. Hi. Hi. Oh, did the time change? Am I late? I just realized. Or am I early? Which would it be? Wasn't the time supposed to change? Or is it tomorrow? Is it tonight going into tomorrow? I think it's tonight going into tomorrow. Who can tell me? It did? It went forward? None of my devices. I would have been late. Oh, okay. It went up an hour, right? Okay. It did change, okay. Can y'all believe the McDonald's ice cream machine was working today? Hi, Ebony. We lost an hour. It went up an hour. It changed. Hi, Michelle's daughter. And I'm still on time. Okay, good. Good. Awesome. I forgot. And then I was like, did it change? Or does it change tomorrow? All I know is I'm glad the sun rose earlier because I love the sun. Now, if it seems like the time is going by extremely fast, I'm happy we're going to get more sun in the day, but damn, I lost my extra hour of good sleep. Yeah, that's true. Hi, Anonymous. Hi, Stingray. Yeah, I'm ready for winter to be over. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm tired of it. Can okay, the time went forward. Can spring come and we can all move on with our lives. Sorry, I just accidentally swiped up. That was interesting. It changed and your girl is exhausted. I wish to get rid of daylight savings. I read something where they're trying, people are in favor of getting rid of it. They're trying to get rid of it. Hi, Olivia. Yes, I actually have a bunch of car videos filmed. They're just not up yet. But one of them is probably going to go up maybe tomorrow. But there was just a car video recently. It was on the Fred Hampton movie. That was like a week or two ago. It wasn't that long ago. I think that was like 2 weeks ago or something. It wasn't longer than 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna look it up right now. Hi, Alex. Ebony, you're so contrarian. You like the winter. You don't like raisins. It was 1 week ago. Did you see that one? The Fred Hampton car video? Oh, and I did the car video where I was live talking about 21 Savage. I was live and I was in the car. I was parked though. I wasn't driving. I was in a parking lot. I have coffee with Jameson in it, by the way. I'm just glad the single worst night of the year has passed. Oh, well, I'm glad you got through it then. My grandmother leaves early in the morning, so it won't be dark when she leaves the house. Hi. Oh, you got 2 today, Alex. Yeah, I did one earlier, but it was like acting weird, so then I did another one. Should get rid of it. Hi, Neffy. What is the purpose of daylight savings? Why do we need it to this day? Yeah, the article I was reading was making a pretty persuasive argument. It was like, we don't need daylight savings time because it was made like before people had regular electricity, and to like maximize the workday, of course, because capitalism. To maximize the workday, and so you could get like the most daylight hours to work. But like, we do have electricity now. So they could just change time like that whenever they want. Hi, Line 10 Mint. We want all the car videos. Do you know how confusing daylight savings was for me as a child? As a Midwestern baby, I usually loved the sun, but the spring's no better. Just soggy and rainy 24/7. Yeah, spring gets a lot of rain. Hi, Kari. Have a good time at work. I don't like raisins either. They look gross and the texture is weird. I know a lot of people have been at work. I was wondering if you guys wanted to move it a little later, because when we did it later last week, just because it seemed like that was better for people. So would be later be better, like 4 o'clock? Let me know. I love the winter, but then again, I live in the South, so our winters aren't that snowy. I know they did. They did used to be much more frequent. The frequency will probably go back up. It like fluctuates. It really does. Like, it goes up and down. Like, sometimes there's like a lot more. Sometimes there's like not as many. It all depends, really. I for one am glad for daylight savings because I can catch y'all earlier. I thought that was well known, Line 10 Man. I thought everybody knew that. That was like a big part of his whole thing. But I'm from DC, so maybe that makes a difference. Because everybody here knows that. Hi. Hi, GK4. Haven't seen you in a while. Time is really relative. Daylight savings time causes accidents. Needs to stop. Right, Simone, how can we forget? He cries about it constantly. Yeah, he cries about it constantly. He's always talking about it. Please, I get out of work usually as soon as you end. So Stingray votes yes later. Maybe 3. Maybe 3 o'clock is a happy medium. I'm gonna think about it. I love the rain, which is one of the reasons why spring is my favorite season. I don't like the rain. I've never liked it. It's almost spring. Hi, Owen. Oh, you didn't know? Oh, you got surprised. Yeah, he talks about it all the time. Align 10 minutes. I got tired of summer last year. It drained me. Spring is where it's at. Oh, job hunting. Yeah, that's real. Oh, happy belated birthday. Are you still in Miami? 3. You guys think 3 would be good? Hi. 3's good. 3 would be fine. I don't like the rain when I'm inside. Yeah, I think he did say that, Just Nickel. I think he did say that. I feel like I saw that in an interview also. And people were like, no, it's because you're a whiny fucking crybaby. But, I mean, that could also be part of it, too. It's totally possible. Right. Exactly, Simone. Exactly. You had a decent run. Give it up. Spring in Alabama is a bunch of tornadoes. Oh my gosh. I would like to see a tornado from like a safe distance. I was just saying this the other day. You're from Alabama, Roderick? Sorry, I picked up the phone to like look at something. Something happened. Oh, wait. I'm on the phone because I don't have my iPad. Sorry. I'm gonna start in a minute too, the movie, for anybody that wants to watch it. I'm trying to wait for Queen. Nobody's seen Queen, right? I'm not missing what you call it, am I? Oh, you're back home now? Oh wow, you were surprised? Oh my gosh, happy belated birthday. Lover of all things black. Pisces. Oh, I see. Do you still live there now? Is that where you are now? I don't want to be in the eye of a tornado. You see, Ebony, why do you always have to be the one? You always have to be the one to take it too far, to take it over the top. Like, I would like to just see one from a safe distance just so I can see one. Why do you gotta be in the eye of the tornado? Like, you're just so extra all the time. Christie, get Christie Love. Get Christie Love, which is definitely on YouTube. But it looks like there's a lot of ads on this YouTube one if you guys don't want to watch it. But if you did want to watch it, the channel is Cine Curry Hollywood. And then there's another one on a website, Old Movie Cinema Blogspot. Get Christie Love. Get Christie Love. 70s movie. Because you guys might have been into the 70s movies or whatever. I really can't handle below 55 degrees. I'm from Cali. Esperanza Spalding's song Black Gold is really good. Tornado weather is really nice. The wind and the light mist of the rain. It's good until the sirens go off. Yeah. Oh, Queen, you're here. We're going to do Get Christie Love. We're going to watch it. I would want to see how it is. I'm an adrenaline junkie. Would you jump out of a plane, Ebony? I would jump out of a plane with a parachute. Or like bungee jumping. I would probably do that. Oh, but you go to school in Georgia. Okay. Get Christie Love today, Queen. Oh, there. I was just telling my friends I want to skydive. That's a lot. Oh, you wouldn't bungee jump, Ebony? Why not? Why do people like jumping out of perfectly good planes? That, I mean, she said for the rush. She's an adrenaline junkie. I have a good friend that went, she jumped out of the plane. But she does all types of stuff like that, like skydiving and bungee jumping and dog sledding. She's adventurous. Fresh Prince ruined that for me. That's fair. That's fair. Not bungee jump. I feel like Fresh Prince is a solid reason. Hi, Jaren. I'll jump in the air from the ground. That's all the adrenaline I need. I'm mad scared of bungee jumping after that episode of Fresh Prince. I'm game for anything else, though. Yeah, he hit the ground. I went jet skiing for the first time ever with my boyfriend. When you were in Miami, did you like it? I went tubing when I was in Turks. Where are the comments? Show me the comments. There we go. Can't spell. Hi, Marcus. I want to go skydiving, but oh, they charge more. Really? They charge more? What if you're just like really big? What if you're like 6'5", 300 pounds? They would charge you more to go skydiving for what? Because what is, they say it's more body mass jumping? I don't understand. Y'all are wild. I have a fear of tornadoes. People in the Midwest just be like, oh, look, a twister, then go back to mowing the lawn. Hi, Savannah. I'm never going bungee jumping after seeing that episode. Tubing was really fun. Tubing was fun. Will you marry me? Splat. Oh, happy early birthday, Jaren. It's like a whole Pisces gang. I've heard of using rice water in the hair, but I've never used it. I definitely would not go skydiving or bungee jumping off Groupon. That's where I will have to draw the line on Groupon usage. Hi, Chris. Trevor would be here in my arms instead of in my purse. I love you, Trevor. Y'all, I'm about to start this movie and just take a break from y'all. It's only been 17 minutes, and you guys are all ready with these jokes. Oh, paratrooper training. Wow. I was in paratrooper training after basic training. It was fun, but I'm too old for that now. A lot of us Midwest people are afraid to fly, not sure why. Y'all know I'm gonna get to the Midwest this year for the Black Americans. This fall, maybe. Or summer. And I really am like, you guys know I'm really planning on getting to Texas as well. I've jumped off a waterfall, Ebony, in Mexico. Not rose water, rice water. Like rice water, like the water after you cook the rice, the leftover water. They say it's good to use it on your hair, that it has all like the nutrients and stuff from the rice. I've always been big, so bungee jumping isn't appealing, but skydiving is on the list. I would do indoor skydiving. That's like where they have the big fan that like blows. Is that what that is? Rice water sounds good, but I'd rather eat the rice. I would do bungee jumping, but not base jumping. What's base jumping? You used Groupon to go skydiving? I used Groupon. It was $125. You paid $125 to go skydiving on Groupon. You are bold. You was playing games with your life. That's how much your life is worth. That's how much your life is worth. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. That was what my first thought. Wow, $1 more per pound. Wow. 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 That is surprising. I mean, maybe not, but I didn't realize it would be that much. $1 more? It's a lot. How you gonna go on Groupon? How you gonna go Groupon for bungee jumping? You better spend all your money. Yes, on the rice water for the hair. I just watched the video on that. Oh, you have GK4? Done bungee jumping, base jumping, skydiving, all that. How was it? You must be an adrenaline junkie. Indoor skydiving sounds more logical. Yeah, the big fan. You just jump from some stairs. You want to jump off the Empire State Building? Good luck. I like sensory deprivation tanks. That's as exciting as it gets for me nowadays. Can those be utilized by the public? Is there somewhere you can like pay to get in a sensory deprivation tank if you're not like a scientist? It's interesting. You know what I wanted to try? I was reading this article, and they have these like places in Japan, these rooms where you can go and pay money and break shit. So like they have different rooms, and some of them are like full of like glass items, some of them are full of, you know, whatever, and you pay. So you say like, oh, I want like an hour, and you can like also rent like a baseball bat, and then you like go in the room and you just like smash shit. I was like, this is a brilliant idea. Whoever came up with this is a fucking genius. After I soak the rice in water, can I take the rice out and still eat it? Yeah, I think you can. It's just supposed to be that you use the byproduct of the rice on your hair. Which, fine, like, sustainable living is cool. Totally. Bungee jumping terrifies me. Nuh-uh, I'm too black for that shit. The Legacy Museum. Let me write that down. Oopsies. Permanently banned from Twitter. Indoor skydiving is a no for me. I'm not paying that much for wind to blow on my face. I'll just go to the beach in the water in that case. Base jumping is parachuting or wingsuit flying from a fixed structure or cliff, basically skydiving from a dam or a skyscraper or something. Oh yeah, that's intense. That's intense. That's intense. Does Groupon have deals on funerals? I don't know. Does Groupon have deals on funerals, y'all? What's a sensory deprivation tank? They put you in a tank is filled with water, and it's like totally dark, pitch black, and so you just like lose sense of like your senses while you're in there. It's like you're just floating like out in space type shit. I would do that. I want to break some shit. I had a friend that used the same Groupon before I went with them. I was definitely like, you sure this is a way to kill us and not get charged? Oh, they do? They have them? Oh, I'm going to have to look them up. We have them all over New York. I found a deal on Groupon for a sensory deprivation tank. See, I don't know if I would Groupon a sensory deprivation tank. I don't know. Maybe, though. I don't know. I've used Groupon for a lot of stuff. So I'm not gonna like wholeheartedly say that I would not do it. Y'all some crazy laughing in the face of gravity and death, folks. Yeah, seems like an enclosed space that cuts off all your senses. Sensory deprivation on Groupon as well. None of that plastic rice, so you might want to get your rice from some organic for your rice water for your hair. Aw. Parasailing is cool. The millennial tour did happen. People were getting ready to go. Hi, Gary. Y'all are so much better than me. I hate heights. The ground is my A1 day one. Look at the reviews if you're going to use Groupon for this stuff and call them first. We did that for jet skiing. Some of these places make you pay a deposit and crash you on purpose so you could pay them more money. Wow. What, the sensory deprivation? I could do that in my home. No need to pay. Oh, there are a few in St. Louis. Sensory deprivation tanks. It's very calming. Helps with anxiety. Yeah. Hi, Nikki. Wow. Hi, Sponge Dummy. Y'all are fearless. I can't do heights. Oh, you're naked in the tanks? You have to get naked before you get in the sensory deprivation tanks? Mar said, just close your eyes and lie back in the tub. Save your coin. Y'all are dumb. Oh, only $69? That's a good deal for a sensory deprivation tank. Places in Brooklyn, very nice. Only $69. I remember using during finals, the campus club had old cars we could break with a sledgehammer or a bat to relieve stress for $2. That is such a good fucking idea. Like, that's a great idea. I enjoyed that a little more than I should have. Sensory deprivation sounds terrifying. I probably have a panic attack. It's the fermentation in the rice that saturates the follicles and promotes protein retention. So, if you guys are going to try rice water on your hair, make sure you use organic rice to cook. You would go hang gliding? I would go hang gliding. Have you guys ever seen Fly Away Home, the movie with Anna Paquin and Jeff Daniels, where they're like somewhat hang gliding in airplanes with like birds? It's a good movie. The one we went to was good. Didn't make us pay a deposit or try to crash us. And they even told us some places do that. Or is that, wait, I gotta go nude. You probably don't have to be naked. You can probably like request like, well, can I wear a bathing suit? Oh, look, see, you can wear a swimsuit. Yeah. People be going into torture chambers because it's on Groupon. That's like those rooms where they lock you in. People be using them for like, what is it? Like team building exercises, and people be going on Groupon first dates to those like places where they lock you in the room and you have to like find your way out. I don't like that idea. Don't lock me in a fucking room and I have to like examine the clues to find my way out, or like find my way out of a maze or something. Like, I've seen too much like Are You Afraid of the Dark as a child or something for that type of thing, because all I can think is like, somebody can kill me in this room, and then y'all gonna be like, what happened? How did she die in the escape room? That's what the shit is called. No, thank you. I've seen too much television for that. Of course you want to do the escape room, Ebony. Of course. I'm definitely not going on no fucking Groupon escape room where they could really lock me in there and kill me. Right, mess around and end up in a saw trap. Exactly. Oh, you did escape room too? GK4 Never Again? Why? It was scary, right? It was fucking weird. Yeah, see? No, thank you. Mm-mm. No, no. No, 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 no. And then everybody's like, I don't know what happened. What happened? What do they always say? Freak accident. Freak accident. And she fucking died. I like the escape room games in the App Store. I don't think it's the same. I'm about to start this movie. Get Christie love. Y'all remember in Saw when that girl had to jump in and use needles? That was Saw 2. Saw 2 was good. Saw 1 was really good. Top 10 horror movie. And maybe even higher. Maybe top 5. The first Saw might be top 5 horror movies for me personally. Like, Saw is a great fucking movie. It's a great movie. Oh, you wear your underwear? You have them in San Antonio, but you wear your underwear? Now y'all really about to have me looking into going in a fucking sensory deprivation tank just to see what it's like. Like, I didn't know that regular people could use them. I just learned something new. Oh, hi, Caitlin. I just downloaded the Groupon from this chat alone for a sensory deprivation tank. Oh, you accidentally blocked Cho. Sorry, Cho. I see it happens. If I'm floating in water, maybe I wouldn't have a panic attack. Yeah, just look and see what's in the rice. Like, just see what's in it, just nickel. Just, like, read the ingredients on the rice. Yeah, with the ducks, Roderick. I want to hang glide in Brazil. You don't have to break stuff. Just get a plastic bat and beat on the bed for anger management. Right, exactly, Roderick. They were orphans. I want to go ziplining. I've been ziplining. I went ziplining in the jungle in Mexico, and it was great. It was also scary, but it was cool. Yeah. Escape rooms. I love stuff like that. The escape game. Those escape rooms for team building. They have companies doing that. No thanks. Mess around. End up in a saw trap. Done escape room. Never again. They did make a horror film based on the escape room concept. It was just out, right? I didn't see it. You'll end up an episode on Law & Order or CSI. I only like the escape room games in the App Store. Yeah, the one in Hawaii is literally almost an exact replica of the movie. Oh my god, no thank you. Yeah, escape rooms are a real thing. I feel like I could get myself out. I watch a lot of murder thriller stuff. I don't fuck with that type of shit. I don't know what's gonna pop out of me. No thank you. Yeah, she had to jump in needles. You never saw Saw 2, Queen? Okay, so they needed the key. Okay, so in Saw 2, it was a whole bunch of people that were locked in a house. They were all in different rooms, and then they got out of their rooms and they found each other, and they had to like find a way to get out. I'm not gonna like spoil it, really. I'm gonna like just keep it loose. So basically, essentially, the way to get out was everybody had like a key. One of the keys, but like you had to find where it was. One of the keys, and like the way that you sort of found where it was like designed for you perfectly based on like the shit you did in like life. And so one of them, this girl was like used to be a drug addict, so she had to like jump in a pit of like needles to get the key. Well, she didn't jump in the pit because she knew it was gonna hurt like hell. But one of her fellow people that was locked in there with her was like, "You're getting that key," and he picked her up and threw her. Is actually what happened. The first Saw is a classic. You ever watch The Fly? Yeah, with Jeff Goldblum. Disgusting movie. Great movie. 5 teens got locked in an escape room. The attendant forgot. The room caught on fire. No one survived. So I don't mess with locked doors. Oh my gosh, are you serious? Hi, Tim. I've done escape room twice. It was cool. All I could think of is Brenda from Scary Movie 4 choking the fuck out of Jigsaw. I like puzzles. I'm down to go. I just need to go with some level-minded people so no one freaks out. Someone invited me to an escape room. I was like, nah, I'm already trying to figure out how to escape so many rooms. Racism, homophobia, sexism, capitalism. I was kidding. Ebony doesn't eat raisins. I don't eat raisins. I'm not that much of an adrenaline junkie. Yeah. Ebony won't even eat raisins, but she'll do all this daredevil stuff. A bees bait Groupon. They also put lots of salt in there so you effortlessly float. It makes you think you're back in the womb. Oh, the deprivation tank. I'm gonna have to do this deprivation tank thing. Just to see what it's like. What if you get sleep paralysis in the tank? I used to lucid dream a lot. That would happen so much. The feeling is scary. Go rafting on the rapids with a friend. It is so relaxing. Y'all are... Not the escape room. I just can't do the escape room. I can't do the escape room. There's a lot of stuff I can do, but I can't do the escape room. You never saw... Did you see the first one, Queen? I'm about to start Get Christie Love. Hold on. You didn't see the first Saw either, Queen? I'm about to push play right now. You have to at least see the first Saw. It's not even like, wow, okay. The first Saw you have to see. The first Saw you have to see. You have to see it. I have this Apple too, obviously. Play. I'm watching it. I ziplined a semester abroad in Australia. Oh, Bees Bait Groupons. It's decided we're screening hip-hop festivals, Black American clubs, on college campuses, BA cookouts, R&B concerts, the whole 9. Bees Bait meetups. The best I could do is maybe a roller coaster or two. Yeah, he threw her. Just Nicole, he threw her. The one that gets me is when the girl sticks her wrist in the razors. That was the best part. That was the best designed one. The damn antidote, because there's also a gas getting pumped in the house. The antidote for the gas is like up in this box. The gas makes you sort of like high. So the girl sees the antidote. She looks up. She sees the antidote's up in the box. It's like a glass box. She puts her hand up there. It's like razors. It's like blades. She puts her fucking hand up there. Her hand gets stuck. Not thinking, she puts her other hand up there. I remember watching that scene like, this is such a good scene, because this is exactly how people act. Like, no more locked doors. Needle pick scene. Being in a deprivation tank is like the most relaxing feeling ever. Well, you're not, Mar, you're not completely submerged, like you can't breathe. You're floating in it. You're just floating in it. Hi, Melanated Mermaid. If y'all want a good escape room that's more like a video game challenge, go to Beat the Bomb in NYC. Beat the Bomb. I'll write that down. Beat the Bomb. Look at these. Oh, it blew up. These 70s movies be having a lot of explosions and like car chases. Get Christie love. There she go. Let's see. Get Christie love. Going back to the womb, weird but interesting. Yes, Queen, you have to watch it. The first one had Danny Glover. We're gonna watch Saw for Beast Bait, because Danny Glover is one of the main characters. Y'all too much. And this raisins are nasty conversation again. I agree, the first Saw is a must-see. I remember my mom put raisins in her salad. That's when I knew I was adopted. I love raisins growing up. I used to eat my friends' raisins at every lunch recess. No, I didn't see Young Justice. Oh, yeah. You're in the water floating. So your face is out of the water. Everything else is kind of submerged while you're floating on your back. Oh, is the water warm? Is it warm? Is the water in the deprivation tank warm or is it cold? I can. Kim, we're talking about deprivation tanks. Have you ever done a deprivation tank? Is it warm salt water? Because that might be nice. Five minutes and 50 seconds, Owen. The first Saw is not torture porn. The first Saw movie is like a... It's like an Alfred Hitchcock type of thriller. All the other movies they made after that first one are not... They're nothing like the first Saw at all. Right, she put her other hand up it. When she put her other hand up it, I was like, that's probably what I would have did too. I probably would have did the same fucking absent-minded ass thing. Like, whoop, put my fucking hand up there. The trampoline part. We're gonna do Saw 1 for Beast Bait. Oh, I was buffering. Sorry. Anti-gravity chambers are cool too. I visited one in Virginia, Langley Center, years back. We're watching Get Christie Love. She obviously knows karate. Excuse me. Sensory deprivation is starting to sound relaxing. No, I'm not gonna do that. The water is warm. It's like 70 degrees. The first Saw is a psychological horror film. The deprivation tanks I went to had dials you could adjust. Oh, to make it warmer? Lukewarm? Yeah, the first Saw is definitely a psychological thriller. Like, it is not... The first Saw is not torture porn. At all. There's barely that much... In the first Saw, there's really not that much... body stuff. Like, there's some, but there's really not a lot. Really, the movie is about... They're trying to figure out, like, who Jigsaw is, and, like... He's, like, making up these fucking schemes, and... It's more like... what was the one with Brad Pitt? Seven? And, like, the Joker and Dark Knight. Like, he's, like, making up these... Putting people in these situations. Like... But then after that, they kind of, like, push the premise. Only seen the first two, and that's all I needed to see. Saw's dope. They have all Saw movies on the Stars app. I wouldn't have put in my other hand. I got my hand caught once when I was little and put my other hand in and both got stuck. Yep. Yeah, Saw didn't become torture pornish until, like, Saw 3. Yeah. A geothermal situation like what, Mar? Uh-oh. Oops. I would imagine the sensory deprivation tank's temperature has to match your body temperature or cold to numb you. It's supposed to deprive you of sense after all, and feeling really warm water wouldn't accomplish that. Yeah. Y'all gonna make me group on sensory deprivation. How does a tank deprive the sense of touch? Because you're floating in the water, so, like, technically you're not touching anything. You're just touching the water. But it's kind of hard to, like, quantify what water feels like when you're floating in it. Especially if it's totally dark, if it's pitch black and you can't even really see where the water is or where anything is. First Saw was much more psychological with the body stuff thrown in, which is what made it messed up. The rest capitalized on gore. Yeah. Like in the first one with the fucking chick that has the thing on her head. You know what the thing on her head could do if it goes off and fucking rips her head apart. But you never actually see that, for example. In the later movies, they start making it like, we're gonna show you the shit like ripping her fucking head apart type shit. Bye, living life. They definitely conflated the Saw franchise. This mustache cop getting on my nerves. I would think after a while you wouldn't even feel the water. Skeleton Key is one of my favorite scary movies because it's scary without the gore. We watched it for Halloween Beast Bake last year. Because, like, so many people have said they never saw it. I was like, okay, we have to watch it. Even though technically it doesn't have a black main character, there are several black people in the movie. Like, we have to watch it. Not trying to get invited in for a nightcap. Good night. Ew. Take your ass home, white man. Gross. Yeah, I couldn't even tell you any Saw movies after Saw 2. Or maybe Saw 3. Saw 3 was the one that had the police officer and the kid. That's the only other one that I remember. Christie be with these wigs, boy. Wow. I like this outfit she got on too. Don't forget about the later Saw movies forcing plot twists. Yeah, like I said, I don't really remember the rest of them. I just remember like finding out the dude's background, which was that like he crashed the car and he had cancer, and it was, I don't know. With the flat stomach, right? This is her work attire. Mr. Reardon. Oh, you guys are talking about being afraid of water. Candyman had all my childhood nightmares. No. Oh, Whitney Houston. That's a fair comparison, Whitney Houston. She's having a conversation with herself. How cute. Wow. Hi, Alexia. Thank you. Alexia did super chat. What were you scared of, Mar? A Groupon for title? Dang, now that you said it, I just keep thinking like she definitely does remind me of Whitney Houston. There's a Groupon for everything. Yeah, I like to do Groupons for eye exams. I feel like it's convenient. And I did Groupon. I've done Groupon for a lot of shit. I've done Groupon to go to the gun range. So I probably can't talk about using Groupon to like go skydiving, because being in the gun range is probably more dangerous. They have on full faces of makeup at the pool. Candyman had all my childhood nightmares as well, especially the scene with the bees. My parents and brother made Candyman terrifying. They would say he would get me and call his name. Damn. Jeez. Gun range Groupon is what's up. That's like where it's at. I think I was scared of water because down south the rivers and lakes were muddy. I needed to be able to see into it. Did you ever get like bit by anything in the water or anything like that? Ew. I don't know, Ori. I didn't see that one. It sounds like it had to be one of the later ones. In real life, I've seen people with full makeup at the spa. Really? How? What is this white woman inside of? This looks like an old school deprivation tank. What is she sitting in? I would watch horror films before bed as a child. It was my thing. There's literally nothing scary about them. I've never bitten, but I did see cottonmouths and gators. Oh my god, water snakes. Ugh. Water snakes are truly terrifying. Like, I could not. Hi. Thank you, Just Nickel. I was like, what the fuck is she sitting in? Hi, G Melanin. You guys know I used to watch like a lot more horror movies, but then certain ones started giving me nightmares. Mostly ones about possession. So I cut back. After that. 70s Groupon tank. But I used to watch like all the scary movies when I was a kid. I used to love Freddy Krueger, so I watched like all the Freddy Krueger movies. There are scary movies that I can put on before bed, like as an adult, just because I've seen them so many times. Like Poltergeist. I used to watch Poltergeist so much. It was craziness. Water, just seeing a body of water itself creeps me out. I've had so many nightmares about drowning. Wow. That's interesting, Gary. I'm not afraid of water, but don't think mine's going near open water in Florida. Can't seem to find my gun. They be fighting. Only thing I'm scared of is sharks, so I feel water snakes. Put me on a tall building, room full of rats and spiders, whatever. But not in the middle of the ocean. Oh yeah, I won't watch it. We're watching Get Christie Love. Time check, I'm at 1903. She's fighting this man in the hotel room. Oh my god, she's fighting him on this horrible 70s carpet. Ew. I hate carpet, y'all. I think all carpet is disgusting. And this is like 70s shag hotel carpet. This is probably a real hotel. Oh my goodness. Right, you know it smelled like cigs. Like... Cottonmouths ain't scared of anything. I almost stepped on one at least twice back in my old house out in the country. Oh, which ones that I used to watch when I was a child? Yeah, Poltergeist all the time. The Exorcist all the time. Constantine all the time. A million times. Freddy Krueger, Dream Warriors all the time. The Hills Have Eyes. Jeepers Creepers repeatedly. Candyman a bunch of times. Tales from the Crypt all the time. So many times. Before bed. Every night in the summer, I would watch Tales from the Crypt. The movie. Ton of stuff. Scream. I used to watch Scream a lot. Everything. All like horror. Everything horror. Everything horror. And I like ghosts too. So like anything that had ghosts in it. Skeleton Key repeatedly over and over. Why do these fucking white people be looking all greasy and half dead? The Ring. I was like really into that genre for a while. Shudder. The one with Sarah Michelle Gellar. Movies about the dead returning used to get me all twisted. Hi, other Gary. I leave my TV on sci-fi, but there's some movies I'm like, nope. I'm scared of spiders and needles. I love Nightmare on Elm Street. Used to watch the box collection with my younger relatives. If they came over, we would stay up to the day to see if we could. God, please don't torture me with spiders or needles. Off the balcony. I hate spiders, the dark, and the ocean. Screw that. You know you're not getting a tip. You know that. That language. We had green shag carpet growing up. Hi, sophisticated blur. Watching Get Christie Love. Oh, she's driving a yellow bug. I just watched Bumblebee the other day. That's just made me think of. Jeepers Creepers is weird. I know. It is still creepy. I know. It is really weird. All right, Alex. The Exorcist amused me. Jeepers Creepers 3 was trash. I was disappointed. I didn't see The Conjuring. Like I said, I got to a certain age. I was older too, like 20. And I started having nightmares. Like, I would watch it and I would have nightmares. I'm a wimp. I can't handle horror movies. Which ones gave me nightmares? The Ring. The Ring, I was, like, really into those movies that were, like, you know, Japanese remakes. And then I was, like, watching a lot of, like, Japanese horror. And then The Ring was the last one I watched. And The Ring, like, really freaked me out. And I had nightmares. And then I, like, couldn't watch that genre anymore. I thought the first Paranormal Activity was really weird. That one freaked me out a bit. Insidious gave me nightmares for a long time. Like, months. Insidious was, like, the last movie I watched about possession. All these other movies about possession, The Conjuring and Emily Rose and the one that was out recently with the bitch that was working in the mortuary or wherever, I will not watch because I'm not trying to have no nightmares. I could still watch like I seen the Halloween that came out last year and that was really good, like Freddy Krueger and Jason type stuff. And I could watch like, I don't know, other types of horror, but like possession stuff I can't get down with. Oh, time check. It's me 24:19. Well, they were just saying the new Candyman has a black Brit, which is whack. Seren only loves horror movies because she never wants to watch movies that make her cry. Do you like dramas? Yeah, I like dramas. I love movies. I love film. I'm not going to say that I'll watch anything. No, I will. I will. Now, I won't say that I'll like it. I'll hate it. But, like, I'll watch, like, any type of genre. And there's some really good dramas. I mean, my favorite genre is sci-fi, though. Speculative fiction. That's my favorite genre. This white lady looks like a bag of bones. Where I'm cool with spiders. I just make sure they're not a highly venomous type. Insidious is so frightening. I hate that movie. Certain be like, I'm good on that possession tease. Jordan Peele is supposed to need the new Candyman. Yeah, I don't trust him. And so that doesn't really mean anything to me. I made one of my sisters watch The Ring when it came out. She was young. She was messed up for a minute. I hasn't watched anything scary since. Always felt bad about that. Oh my God, that is horrible. Why would you do that? They say if you believe in possession, you can get possessed. Yeah, and I believe in possession, so I'm good. 13 Ghosts, Panda. We watched 13 Ghosts for Beast Bake. If not last year, the year before. I like 13 Ghosts. I like that movie. Same with The Ring. Something about that bitch crawling out the TV did something to me to this day. That shit was really scary. That shit was really scary. Hi, Bushy Brows. See, but like clowns, for example, don't faze me. Like, I enjoyed it, you know? I like killer clowns. So that doesn't creep me out. My best friend hates clowns, thinks they're terrifying. Yes, we're talking about scary movies somewhat. Yeah, they can keep those possession type horror films. I'm good, love. Yeah, it's just like, I know I believe in possession, so I'm not going to be the one to get possessed just because I'm the one that believes in it. And I feel that way about all superstitions. Like, when people be like, I don't care, I'm going to walk under the ladder. You can follow me or not. I'd be like, I'm not about to walk under that fucking ladder. You don't believe, so you'll be fine. I believe, so I will fall and break my fucking neck after I get to the other side. So, no thank you. You can keep that. I like this outfit. I feel like I always say that every time I watch these movies, these 70s movies. Yeah, I saw the Tales from the Hood remake. It was good. Well, if you're talking about the one that I think you're talking about, which you might not be. If you're talking about something like recent, no, I have not. Ghosts. Wait. I saw Rosemary's Baby for the first time like 2 days ago, and now I'm not playing with that Hail Satan shit. Homie, don't play that. 13 Ghosts scared the shit out of me. I can't watch that movie to this day. 13 Ghosts did something to me. I just can't. I could watch it with people, but by myself, I'm good. I feel like the scariest thing about 13 Ghosts is that you could not see them, but they could touch you. They could, like, harm you physically, even though you can't see them. That's a little bit terrifying. Like in fucking The Sixth Sense. Like, anything invisible, but that's there, that's a little bit scary. I always find it funny that female stars of action films always carry around their purse. I like Cabin in the Woods, even though it wasn't scary. I loved Cabin in the Woods. It used to be on Netflix. They took it off. I thought Cabin in the Woods was really interesting. Time check. 30 minutes and 3 seconds. Yeah. Zombies don't freak me out. 13 Ghosts is a classic, though. Ghost Ship was a great... Oh, I saw Ghost Ship. Was a great horror movie, too. Had a black man in the lead cast. I didn't really like Ghost Ship all that much, personally. But I think I was confused by the ending, because I think the ending had to do with the time loop or something, and I was just like, wait, what? If it's the same movie. It's an old show, but Beyond Belief is one of those shows that really got me into believing superstitions. I remember that show. Same thing with 13 Ghosts. I remember my cousin putting that on. I was like 7 years old. She thought that shit was funny. Final Destination messed me up a bit too. Oh, I'm still to this day like, get this Final Destination ass truck from in front of me, because like I'm not trying to die in the most Final Destination of ways. Oh, Russell, you already getting ready for Halloween? Yeah, I know I love Halloween. Yes, I actually have already been thinking about scary movies to watch for Halloween. I've also been getting all of my Halloween posts together with what I think I'm going to want to post, because you guys know I like to do daily Instagram posts for Halloween. So I'm starting from now because it's already March, and you know once we get to like the summer months, Halloween will be like tomorrow. So I'm getting ready, yes. Some superstitions are just extra to me, like it's always a bad thing gonna happen to you from doing normal things or even having abstract dreams, so I refrain from believing. Okay. Hi. 28 Days Later and Dawn of the Dead. I would never want to be in those universes with zombies that are fast as hell. Like World War Z. 28 Days Later, Dawn of the Dead, and World War Z has fucking zombies that will chase you. And that's just like a lot. It's a little bit intense. I finally, oh, I didn't tell you guys. I finally watched, I watched Train to Busan. They put it on Netflix. So I watched it. It was really good. Hi, Natural Nia. Yes, somebody else said she looks like Whitney Houston. I really do say that, Chris. I'd be like, get this shit away from me. I'd be like, why is there all these unsecured plywood 2x4s in the back of this truck? And this truck want to ride in front of me. This is not Final Destination. Get away from me. Get from behind that death trap, I say every time. The Horde and Train to Busan were really good. Night of the Living Dead, 1990 remake was GOAT. I didn't see The Horde. Damn, is it Halloween in October? You're looking quite far into the future. Listen, y'all know I love Halloween. Me and my best friend literally start asking each other in about June or July, have you started thinking about Halloween costumes? Like, oh, what do you think you're going to be for Halloween? Especially because if you like Halloween and you like to do the whole Halloween thing and dress up for Halloween and stuff, but you also like making your own costumes, which I like to do, and not necessarily just buying one, you need to have time in advance. Like, you need to have time in advance. A lot of time. I didn't dress up last year because I was getting ready for the road trip for Black American Season 1, so I felt like I didn't have enough time. But the year before that, 2017, you guys remember I did Joker, and I did the whole costume myself. I did the wig, I did the makeup, I got the outfit, and like, that stuff took a while to put together. You have to start thinking about it. But that's just because I take Halloween very seriously. Not everyone has to take Halloween as seriously as I do, but like, it's my favorite holiday. I'm sorry, there was something about 13 Ghosts that felt like it could happen. I just know a glass house in the middle of nowhere, leave my ass in a car. Yeah. Oh. Well, I love the dude from Black Manta, so I would totally approve that choice, Just Nickel. He was like the best part of that movie. Final Destination is the reason I don't drive behind trucks carrying a lot of rebar. Nope. Ghost shit freaked me out. The ending was so sad. Yeah, she does, Queen. You're right. Train to Busan had me in tears. I couldn't. I was just, by the end, I was just like, who's gonna kill this man? And he still did some horrible ass shit going out. Hi. Ghost Ship was an interesting premise, but the film itself failed to deliver, in my opinion. I agree. I think that's how I feel about it as well. Like, I don't know. The ending was, it was a lot. I don't know. I didn't think it was a great horror. I wouldn't call it a great horror movie, me personally. I already have 3 cosplays planned for BlurredCon. Right, like when you do costumes, you gotta start thinking way in advance. And like just at least keeping track of ideas. I don't even know, and I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna be for this year. Oh, and I was a witch in 2017 also. I had 2 costumes. Because I was in Atlanta for Halloween. Yes, that was 2017. Remember I did the video, bushy brows, doing the Joker makeup and stuff? Yes, you would have thought that was last year, right? No, that was 2017. Time be flying. August of this year, 2019, is the 5-year anniversary of the channel. 5 years. I was thinking about dressing up as either one of the muses from Disney's Hercules or Ariane Martell from Game of Thrones for Halloween. Hi, Clotilde. My cousin will not split the pole with me. She constantly walks to the side I'm on. No, I have never had that happen, Ebony. Oh my goodness. Final Destination made me not want to ride next to the rail on the highway. I like Halloween, but I've never costumed. I do rituals and drink a lot of wine. That's nice too. I just like to dress up and go out. When I was living in New York, we used to go to the Halloween parade, and it used to be like fun. And I did so many. That was when when I was living in New York was when I like really got into doing costumes. Because for some reason, people in New York take their holidays very seriously. Like every holiday in New York is like a big fucking deal. Like New Year's is a big deal, and like Christmas is a big deal, and like that white colonizer genocide, Thanksgiving is a big deal, and like Halloween is a big deal, and like Labor Day is like a big deal, like Veterans Day, like every holiday in New York is a big deal. So I started like doing costumes and going out. Me and my friends would go out to the parade, and then we would like go out to the bar and like drink, and like everybody would be out in costume, which is like fucking cool. I remember like one year I was a flapper. I got this like really cool fringe dress, and I think it was from like H&M, and I had like the head, like the cloche hat, like the head thing, and I had the feather boa, and I had like the cigarette with the cigarette holder, and I had like the shoes from the 20s. It was like a whole thing. And in all the pictures I was like posing. It was like that one was fun. I was a mobster one year, and I had like a whole 3-piece suit with like a vest and like a fedora and a cigar and a tie. What else was I'm trying to think what else I've been like so much shit. I was a cowgirl one year, and I had the cowboy boots, and I had jean shorts, and I had like the big buckle, and I had the hat, because at that time I was working with these people that were from Denver, and they like loaned me like a big ass like cowboy hat, and I had like the bolero tie with the plaid. It was like, I love Halloween. Like, I love Halloween. This old man look like he is on death's doorstep. He looks 137 years old. This man she's talking to. Adoption? What the hell? Where? Final Destination had me scared of everything. Be a futuristic cowgirl. I was thinking of being a cowgirl again this year. Like a space cowgirl. I love space westerns. Like Firefly was a space western. Cowboys and Aliens. Star Trek. Yes, I love the Muse from Hercules. I wish I could make a costume. My dream costume is Jon Stewart from Green Lantern. Yes, Alice, it's about to be 5 years. Yes. Oh, was that Davy? It was. Thank you. Davy did super chat. No lies about NYC can be nauseating sometimes. There is a parade for every holiday. The bars in NYC go all out, especially for Halloween. Damn, I'm deaf going back to NYC for the holidays I miss. They have SantaCon in New York, where fucking thousands of people dress up as Santa Claus. This is like the week before Christmas. Thousands of people dress up as Santa Claus, and they go bar crawling, and it's like a whole path. So it'd be all these drunk ass motherfucking Santas running around. This is a thing that they do in New York for Christmas. Like, the holidays and Christmas are a lot. How do I come up with my costumes? Sewing or a collection of thrift items. Normally a mix. I normally don't thrift. I'm not a thrifter. I'm like a germaphobe, you know. It's like I'm weird about like worn clothes. I don't know. That's literally like just because I'm weird. But I normally, there's like one place that I will go to and like browse around, but for the most part I come up with the idea and then I keep an eye out for pieces that I can use for the costume but that I can also wear again at a later date. And then some stuff I do, so I borrow a lot of stuff, like how I borrowed the hat. And so I borrow stuff from people. And then some things I sew. I'm not like the best sewer, but some little things I'll stitch up. But it's normally just like getting an idea and like finding pieces to like make it come together. I buy a lot of like accessories from the dollar store. I specifically remember buying like my feather boa for my flapper costume and buying like the hat from like the dollar store. So I don't know, stuff like that. Damn, sounds like Seren slap every Halloween. I love Halloween. See, she's eating spaghetti with no ketchup or whatever you all put on it. Yeah, I saw that. Seren does not play with Halloween. I love Halloween. That white guy looks straight up vampiric. Yeah, I heard cosplaying takes a while when you make the costumes yourself, but I bet all the work is worth it. Yeah, it's cool. Oh my god, I was a cow one year. You guys, I was so proud of this cow costume. I wanted to be a cow for like years, like ever since I was like a little kid. For some reason, I just had this fascination with like being a cow for Halloween. I thought it would be the coolest thing ever. One year while I was living in New York, I finally did my cow costume. So I ordered a white from like a dance company, an online like dance shop. I ordered a white long sleeve white like bodysuit. And then I went to like the craft shop. So this is like an example of how I might put a costume together. I went to the craft shop and I bought a bunch of felt, like sheets of felt. So I bought like pink felt and I bought like black felt and I think I bought like some beige felt and I bought fabric scissors so I could like cut it and I bought like some fabric glue. And all that stuff's not that expensive. Like the fabric scissors cost like $2. The fabric glue costs like $1. The felt is like $1 like per sheet or something like that. And then from Target, I bought some horns, like the what do you call it? The headband with like the horns. And then I bought from a music shop a bell, a cowbell, and I think I might have also bought like a triangle. And then I cut out the like a large pink oval, which was like the udders, and I put little like beige like circles on them. I cut the beige felt into circles and I glued that. So I did like the udders and I put it on the front of the bodysuit, and then I cut out the black spots from the felt and I like used the fabric glue and I glued it like all over the white bodysuit to be the spots. And then I put the cowbell on like a long string. So I had like the bell, and then I had like the triangle. I had the ears too. And I think I might have just like bought a stick-on tail from somewhere, like Claire's. And I wore like black socks and black shoes as like the feet. So it was like a whole thing of like a cow. It took me like 6 months to put that costume together. Like I had to start planning it like way in advance. But people like loved it. I remember like people loved it. My friend that year was Edward Scissorhands, and we had like went out to the parade and people were like, "You're a cow." You're a cow. I was like, "Yes, I'm a cow." But that's like how dedicated I am to Halloween, and it's like fun for me. The elaborate costumes. Seren be getting crafty. Sounds cute. It was fun. It was really fun. Oh, you're too far ahead. I'm gonna give you another time check. 46:40. No, I haven't. I'm gonna watch it. Bushy Brows. The Passage. Yeah, maybe I'll do Space Cowgirl. The concept of Halloween can be stress relieving. I guess like holidays are supposed to be. That's something I love about Halloween. To me, Halloween is like a purely fun holiday. There's like no pressure for me to like do anything or like see anybody or go anybody's house or do this or do that. It's just it's for me personally, because I know like there's other like cultural celebrations of like Halloween, All Hallows Eve and stuff like that. But like for me personally, it's just like a purely fun holiday. We should meet up for the 5-year Bees Bake. Yeah, we should. Space Cowgirl with a hint of steampunk would be dope. I've wanted to put a steampunk look together for a while. Gosh, they're so involved. I would really have to like start. I'd have to start now. Oh, you went to SantaCon? Did you get drunk? It's fun. A Bees Bake meetup would be dope. I just dust off my goat mask every Halloween and build around that. Day of the Dead is my favorite part of the year. Samhain is the beginning of the Witch's New Year. This Halloween, I'm going to be Static Shock. Yeah. Low-key wish I could still do SantaCon. SantaCon is crazy as fuck in New York. Boyfriend and I are going to do it 1 year. I went in undergrad to SantaCon. Shit was too wild for me. Halloween is probably the one and only stress-free holiday to me now that I think about it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't thrift. Me too. I don't thrift because I don't want to wear other people's clothes. Like I said, there's like one vintage shop that I really like. But even then, I have to wash anything I get from there in like really, really hot water. And then like have it dry cleaned. And then like spray it down with like rubbing alcohol and like all types of shit. Oh, now Halloween in San Francisco I have never done. That's fun. Halloween in San Francisco is so much fun. You'd love it. What do you guys do? Do you have like a parade or something? Hi, Remy. Oh, you said you can't stay? That's cool. What do you guys do? Oh, yeah. Now I'll buy a motherfucking used book. I will buy a used book. Oh, I see SF gang. SF gang. Y'all talking about all that stuff people was talking about putting in their spaghetti. It was a lot. It was too much. I'm not revisiting that conversation. I'm trying to see, how do you guys celebrate Halloween in San Francisco is the question. You want to see me, sweetheart. Why is this white lady always smoking? This bitch is a chain smoker. You should have saved your cow costume to get a free Chick-fil-A sandwich. Ah, I should have. Last thing I dressed up as for Halloween was a character from High School Musical. My family members used to put ranch dressing in spaghetti or French dressing. You see, listen. Seren be getting crafty. This sounds cute. What's the room with the elaborate costumes every Halloween? Wow. Yes. Hi, Racing Random Girl. We're watching it now. Christie Love. I'm at 51 exactly. Oh, Christie punched her. Like, cool it, bitch. Cool it. Cool it. Cool it. Turn it down a notch, ho. Yes, Raise Your Random Girl. People were like, you're a cow. People thought it was so cool. They were like, you're a cow. That one was cool, too. That one was cool. Designing a costume would stress me the hell out. I'd end up naked. Christie has the cutest cardigans. Yeah, get Christie love. I think it would be cheating to do Harley after I did Joker already. But maybe. I want to do a steampunk costume for Halloween this year. The really well done ones are super cool. Yeah, that's the only thing, Ebony, because we're all in different places. We have to, like, really plan to do this, like, outing. Whatever it's gonna be. I'll go to a thrift just so I could recreate looks, but I've never shopped at a thrift store. Remy, we might move it up a little later. Would that be better for you? I love thrifting. I always sage and wash everything twice. I love thrifting, but I'm a hand-me-down kid anyway. What are you drinking, Razy Random Girl? I will, bushy brows. I'll buy a used book. I don't play. She slapped her. Christie straight punched her instead. Right in the head. Right in the head. Hot sauce in my spaghetti. Damn, why didn't I think of saging it? No, I've never been. I don't think I've ever been to Halloween in Baltimore. What, the cow costume? No, I saved it for a while, but then I think it got lost while I was moving, as things tend to get lost when you move. Stop this ranch dressing. Yeah, that spaghetti convo was cringe. It was a lot. Halloween in SF Oakland is dope. Food, drinks, Warehouse Club style parties, and everyone dresses up. Oh, that sounds like fun. There's a lot of different venues, kind of like NYC, honestly. People like the Attack on Titan costume because it's easy. What? Being a Titan when you're just naked? Or being one of the fighters where you have the brown jackets on? I do feel like I've seen a lot of Attack on Titan costumes. Oh, that's cool. You did a steampunk photo shoot, so you have things you can recycle. Oh, that would be cool, Racy Cranium Girl. Yo, Christie be really kicking the shit out of people. Poison Ivy. If I did Poison Ivy, it would be like an extremely, like, abstract. Maybe abstract is not the right word, but maybe. Books from the thrift store are good too. They're cheap as hell. I think I'm gonna be Deadshot for Halloween this year. Somebody with a cow kink stole your costume. Yeah, like, I remember the bodysuit came in this like plastic bag, this like really big, like heavy duty plastic bag that had like a snap handle, because I bought it from the dance studio, and so it was meant to like be reused. So I know I had it for a while, and then it just got lost. I have never dressed as Mystique for Halloween. Again, that's like another naked look. Or karate kicking him, that works too. The martial arts. Was this white lady with the dark hair in another movie we watched? I don't know that kid. A nuanced Poison Ivy. Yeah, it would have to be, it would be an interpretation of Poison Ivy. Santa Baby, is that what that is, Kylo? Christie with the cute yellow jacket. Mystique would be hard to do. Blade might be better. My coworker spent 2 years designing a costume for an event. I don't have that level of dedication. What was the costume? Let's not forget the dedicated souls who come up with costumes for each individual day of Comic-Con. Solange meets Poison Ivy. Yeah, like, I like the space cowboy idea. Poison Ivy might be interesting, but like I said, it would not be... if I did that, I would definitely have to start thinking about it from, like, now. Space Cowboy could be really super cool, though. I think this man has a toupee on. Y'all, I think this man has a wig on. The hair on his head is not even nowhere near the same color or texture at all, not even close, as to the hair on his face. Like, this looks like synthetic hair. And I feel like I could see his mutton chops coming out the side, and there's like a lock of hair in the front that's looking like very suspicious. I think it is a mop. These 70s wigs. I'd be looking at these wigs like... Wig. Her skin is flawless. Wow! He designed a robot suit that you step into. It lights up. It was cool. One of the black cosplayers that I follow on Instagram, black chick, designed like some type of like suit that lit up. I was like, how? Y'all need to be working in like professional costume design. Like, jeez. I'm the wigologist. Let me look and see. I think it's a Trump toupee. Suspicious. Very suspicious. Very suspicious. I think it is. And it looks kind of the same shape as like the toupee that Trump wears. He has a side part, but you can't see anything. There's no scalp. It's a mop. It's definitely a mop. Was this the style? Was this the style in the 70s? This must have been the style. No plucking. He did not pluck. He did not pluck. He did not fill in that line like he's supposed to. He just put it on straight from the bag. They grilling this bitch about this kid. Jared. Suspicious. He got the sensational unit on. Clocked him. Right. Reading him his rights. It's the toupee. Toupee exposed. I was like, it might have been Cutie Pie Sensei, because I do follow her. He did. White people back then were obsessed with Italian people hair because it was thick and dense. So that was like the look. That was the look. No, we haven't made one yet, but I'm going to make one, Theodore. I'm going to make one. I'm going to make one. It didn't even come in a bag. It was wrapped in butcher paper. No. No. His wig was not glued on all the way. It looked like it was coming up on one side. So I wonder if he's just... I wonder what his hair looks like underneath. There's no way he's bald all the way, because he did have some what looked like mutton chops coming down. No, Beyonce's the black dress with the hat. I've seen a lot of good recreations. It's not that hard. You just need a black dress or a black top with like a black skirt or something. That would be like easy to interpolate. Ah, Foxy Cleopatra. He probably has a cul-de-sac hairline. Yeah. I'm gonna have to start thinking seriously about it, because if I'm gonna dress up this year, which I want to dress up this year because I didn't dress up last year, I have to start getting it together. I have to start getting the costume together. We talk about, I mean, it's Beast Babe. People have like 9 conversations going out one time at all times. Also, I know a bunch of people probably still watching the movie. They talk about anime. We talking about Halloween costumes. We talking about this man's wig. It's a lot happening. We talking about cosplay. We talking about a lot. Got a Vegeta hairline. Oh no! I would say, like, once you decide what you want to be, what you want to dress up as, another thing is, like, sometimes over time, you think you're gonna, like, the idea for the costume can also, like, change and evolve over time. So, like, originally you might think, like, oh, I'm gonna dress up like this. And then, like, one day you see, while you're looking around, you see like a shirt or something like that will like work even better. But then you would have to like rework other shit. All that stuff is like part of it. Doing like the costume. Somebody said this Cali driving. Ebony, y'all wild at all parts, at all times. I think she's driving, she don't want to fucking shoot. They are flying. Didn't I say, I was like, all these movies, all these 70s movies have fucking explosions and car chases. We've already seen at least 2 explosions in this movie, and now we're getting like this elaborate car chase in the mountains of California, of Southern California, where they are flying around in these 70s cars. And we talked about how this has to be like practical effects. There, they just got the gun out. 104.50, Chris. The white girl had a whole gun in her purse and wasn't going to use it. Right. Like, bitch, get the gun. Wow. Yeah, wait. Now, look at how close he is. Wow. Practical effects. Wow. That was like really cool. That was some good driving. Yeah, Christie, get him. Shoot their ass off the road. I wonder if the car's gonna blow up. You think the car's gonna blow up? No, it's not gonna blow up. It landed on its side. If it had landed upside down, it probably would have blew up. It would have just randomly caught on fire. Speaking of cosplay, there's nothing wrong with dressing up as a specific character. Why would you want to participate in a car chase? For what purpose? She got out and started bussing. Practical effects, like there was people really driving them cars. That was real. That was practical. Like in the movie Death Proof, where the dude is like talks about being a stuntman. They're like, he's like stuntman Mike, and he talked about doing a lot of like stunts, car stunts, for like shows and movies in the 70s. Looks like she's pearl clutching in the passenger seat. She's like clutching her heart, like she about to faint. Oh, I think she got shot. She's bleeding. And it looks like she got shot on the left side, too. She definitely did. Yeah, movie car chase. Oh, you want to be in a movie car chase, Ebony, or a real car chase? Oh, she about to die. Damn, that's sad. She had to make her kids game. You want to watch that, Raising Kratom Girl? We could watch it. Have we not watched that before? I mean, I love that movie, so we can. I'm always down to watch that. Always. Is she gonna die after seeing her kid for the first time? I love Death Proof too. That's a great movie. Who's in it? Tracy Thoms, Sidney Poitier, the daughter, Rosario Dawson. It's my fave one too, Raising Kratom Girl. It's my favorite one too. It's my favorite one too. No one sees them while playing football. Right, they look mad creepy. And this white bitch is obviously bleeding. I remember I used to go to this Target. And the Target was like right next door to like a community center, right? But like the Target was in the back of the lot and the parking lot was in the front. And the community center was like in the front, and then it had like a park. And I remember thinking like, this is the weirdest place to have like a community center and a park where there's like always kids, because people could just park in this Target parking lot and just be like creeps all day and just be like, well, I'm in the Target parking lot, like I'm waiting for somebody to come out or this or that. I always feel like that was the weirdest place to put a park. Maybe the park was already there and then like the Target came. That's like totally reasonable. But I just remember being like, this is going to have to get changed around at some point. Alright, we can do it. We can do Death Proof next week. I would love to. Do you have a name? I'm going to have to look one up. Death Proof is a Halloween binge classic for my household. Oh yeah, no cell phones. Can't call 911. I watched it like last month. I watch it fairly often. I'll watch it again. I love that movie. That's like a really good movie. Yeah, you understand. And Tracy Thoms is like a stunt woman in Death Proof. She's great. The dialogue in Death Proof is really good. Oh, look, Raising Kratom Girl just put great dialogue, great chemistry. The dialogue in that movie is like top dialogue. I'm trying to think of a movie that has better dialogue than that movie. Well, don't ruin it, Bushy Brows. We're going to watch it next week. Yeah, they're showing porno films. Never saw it? You should definitely watch it. It's really good. You should definitely watch it when we watch it next week, because it's really, really good. Really? Okay, wait, let me write that down. Really? That's really her name? Queen? That's cool. I can't think of a movie I like as much for dialogue. It's like very hard. Because the dialogue in that one is fucking great. Like, I remember the first time I saw that movie thinking like, this is the way that women talk to each other. Like, this is the way that women talk to each other. Because so often you watch movies and you be like, this is not the way that bitches talk. Like, This is not the way that bitches talk to one another. But that's a movie where I was like, this is really the way that women talk. Oh, okay. I'm gonna Google. Ew. Okay, I'll look that one up, Align 10 Minute. That is horrible. I'm gonna look her up. I'm gonna look her up. Because I never heard of her. I started Fences, and I have yet to finish it. Do they still have theaters that show porn? Yeah, it was, Chris. I was like, ew, what? That was a little, what? Surprising. They have to, yeah, like... Right, Razy Cranham girl. They do still show porn in theaters. That was what happened to fucking... Pee Wee Herman. He got caught in the adult theater fucking jacking off. And it was weird. And everybody was like, ew, what? And this was within like the last, I don't know, 15 years. Like they definitely still have them. They definitely still have them. Porno theaters. Do they? Why would they need it when there's all the porn sites? I guess people like watching it in the theater. They like the experience. I guess. I don't know. Watch that stuff at home. I thought those were peep shows. No, a peep show is like when you look at the girl. Not when you look at like actual pornos like in the movie theater. It's like an adult theater. Happened when his show was still on. Deep Throat still plays occasionally at the High Point in St. Louis. Yeah, the woman... Yeah, Peep Show was like a woman behind glass. That's a Peep Show. An adult theater is like you go to the theater and they show adult movies. Saying it out loud sounds weirder than... I've never been to one, but like I've heard of them. Like I've never thought the concept was that weird. But like saying it out loud, I guess it is weird. And you'd be like in there with other people, which I guess is a little bit like interesting. Hi. Hi, Michael. Ew, the floors must be sticky. Ew, you guys are disgusting. Watch a porno on the big screen with popcorn. Yeah, Peep Show is like a girl behind glass. They definitely have them for sure. My older cousin goes to one. An adult theater. I wouldn't sit in those chairs. Yeah, he worked on it with Robert Rodriguez. It was a double feature. One side was Death Proof and the other side was Planet Terror. Planet Terror had Rose McGowan. It's just like Cyborg. And her leg was like a gun. And it was like a zombie apocalypse. Group porn viewing. It was called Grindhouse. In a Peep Show, you pay to see her and the time is allotted by the coins you put down. The sound is better in the theater and you get the full experience. Oh my god. Ew. Whisper voice, wanna go watch a dirty movie tonight at the AMC, babe. The big screen experience. It probably takes a certain type. It's gotta be part of the kink. That was my first job in NYC. I was the mop girl for a month. Oh my god, in a movie theater? What was that like? No, Planet Terror didn't. Right, this is when the chat goes left. I wonder if the adult theaters have IMAX or 3D. OMG, they got reclining seats now. Did you Google it, Razy Kratom Girl? Did you look it up? Adult theaters? I know that I like going to the movie theaters that serve food and alcohol, like the Dine-in. Anytime I can go to one of those, and there's not very many of them left, but anytime I can go to one of those, like, there used to be a really good one in Miami that I like to go to that had, like, really good food and drinks, and you just, like, push the button and they bring it to you. What? That was where I saw Maze Runner. And that was where I seen John Wick was in one of those in Portland. And you can, like, drink. It's the best. I don't know if, like, people like adult theaters for, like, you know, a similar kind of, like, alternative movie-going experience, but, like, I get it, sort of, I guess. This chat went all the way left. No. Oh, my goodness. Dine-in movie theaters they can be really cool and fun. I really like going to them, but there's just so few. Me and my mom used to go to one, a really good one. Dang, where was it? Now I can't remember where it was. I have a friend that went to one on a date. It's probably really fun to go to on a date. They have those in Cali, but sometimes the food has too many GMOs. I mean, I don't think movie theater food is where you go to get, like, non-GMO food. I'm pretty sure everything in the movie theater is, like, chock full of sugar and GMOs. I think that would just have to be, like, a vice. It would make sense if they had adult theaters in 3D. I know people who would go. I've never been to a dine-in, like an actual dine-in theater in California where you can eat in there. I've been to ones where you can take drinks in there. And I've been to ones that have restaurants. Like, they have restaurants in the movie theater. Like at ArcLight in Hollywood. Excuse me. You can eat in the restaurant in the theater, like, before you go in the theater. But I don't think you can take your food in there, which would be awesome. But that has to be a bitch to clean up. Especially if you're allowing people to drink. Now, you can drink in there, though. You could take beer and hard liquor. But you have to buy it from their bar. AMC has a few dine-in theaters here in Jersey. I went to a dine and drink theater fairly recently. It's a different experience for sure. Where was it, Tim? I went to one and they got the sister's order wrong and she clowned the waitress the whole movie. Movies ain't meant for health. I just went to a dine-in movie theater. Has anyone gone to a drive-in? No, I've never been to, like, an actual legit drive-in theater. No, I've only done, like, the dine-in ones. I would love to go to a drive-in theater too. Where is one? I'm gonna have to find one. There's a few dine-in. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell me where they are in Chicago. I'm gonna put it on my list of things to look for when I'm in Chicago. Clotilde. Because I'm going to Chicago. And every time we start talking about Chicago, you guys always have, like, all these suggestions. I wonder where's 119. They have some good dine-in theaters in Seattle. Mar is just like, oh, Seren, you're going to get to Seattle. Every time we start talking, Mar's like, they have this in Seattle. They have this in Seattle. I'm going to show you this in Seattle. The food is not top tier, but it's better than popcorn. Oh my gosh, how was that? Align 10 Met. BDSM Club in Soho, and then we're gonna have to go. Dine-in theaters are the best. We have the drinks and food. Great experience. I've been served in a movie. I was eating my chicken tenders and my drinks were served next to me in Philly. Yeah, it's like cool. It's a cool experience. You just get to chill. You get to watch your movie. You get to eat, drink. Saw Black Klansman at a dine-in in downtown Chicago. Love those theaters. I think the Landmark Theater in DC lets you bring your alcohol in the theater. Do you have to buy it there? I'm trying to find a theater that lets you BYOB. Am I being too ambitious? Or do you have to buy it there? The drive-ins have been closing down. I want to go to a drive-in. Oh my gosh, you have one in Sacramento? That just gives me another reason to go to Sacramento. You have a drive-in in Sacramento? Where is it? What's it called? I'm about to Google it. Drive-in. I would go to a drive-in if I saw the movie already. Drive-ins are dying, unfortunately. I love dine-in theaters, drive-ins, and also bar theaters. Drive-ins are cool, especially since you get to bring your own food. Do you guys have any in Rhode Island? Trying to get me out there, Mar. Oh, there's a couple in Richmond. They tore down a lot of drive-ins in the early 2000s. I miss them. I think there's a drive-in theater in Jersey. Oopsies. Wait. Oopsies. I keep typing the wrong thing. In Sacramento, they have 2 dine-in theaters and a drive-in too. It's been there for like 50 years. Okay, I'm gonna have to go see that in Sacramento. So are you in Sacramento or are you in San Francisco? They're not that close, are they? Sophisticated Blurred? Alinton Mint said she used to work there. Racy Cranham girl. You can sneak in, buy one drink, and then pour your drink in their glass. Oh, y'all have levels to this shit. No. West Wind, Okay, let me write that down. West Wind, Sacramento 6, drive-in. Got it. There's one called Studio Movie Grill on 87th Street. Y'all be having the tips. I just wrote that one down too. Oh, you work in SF and live in Sacramento. The hustle of the commute. How long is that commute? Oh my gosh, you have one left? I'm gonna have to get back to Rhode Island. You have a drive-in in Rhode Island? I have to see it. The weather in Rhode Island is probably really nice in the summer too. We have one left. My family will pull up with a whole cookout worth of food, cold cuts, chicken rice, cookies, burgers, chips, soda, beer. Oh, like an hour. Sacramento's like an hour from SF if you do 80 on the highway. Otherwise, it's like 1.5 hours away. No, we're talking about visiting. I'm getting hungry. That's a commute. Live in Oakland, work in SF. Yeah, Californians. But Californians be like, oh yeah. Like when I was in Bakersfield, they were like, oh, do you want to go to Valencia? It's like an hour and a half. We'll just drive there really quick. Or they were like, oh, while you're in Bakersfield, are you going to like go to CLA? I was like, it's kind of far. It's like over 100 miles. It's like 2-3 hours. They were like, yeah, you can like drive it really quick. I was like, you guys have a different idea of quick as Californians because your state is so big. Like an hour commute, I know, is like regular. But it's like long. The last movie I saw at an actual drive-in was Players Club back in '98. Sneaking people into the drive-in inside the trunk used to be the shit. I've never been to a drive-in theater. Driving for me is so easy. 2 to 3 hours on the East Coast is a whole different thing. Right. And 2 to 3 hours on the East Coast, like, I could be to Philly. Like, on a really good day, I could be to New York in 3 to 4 hours. Like, 2 hours just to like drive to another city in California is intense. Sacramento to SF is a 2-hour drive easily. You are, Mar? Are you thinking of moving there for any reason in particular? To NOLA? That's 15 states. Really nice in the summer, not too hot, not too cold. Oh, no, I didn't see the other ones, Queen. I see them now. Let me write these down, too. I see, I see. She got almost the same name as Janet. Got it. Got it, got it. New York to Atlantic City, 3 hours. Right! We be driving in Cali, drive 4 hours and still be in Cali. Right. You'd be like, oh, how long is your commute? They'd be like, oh, it's just like a quick, it's like 2 hours. Like, what? But that's fine. Different, you know. Honestly, I drive like a bat out of hell. On the West Coast, 3-hour drive, you still in the same state. Driving theater, never been. I have some family out there and suspect of like the energy. And oh, Enola, cool. If you have the opportunity to go, I say go do it. And Chris, you're thinking of moving out west. Where are you now, Chris? I am gonna have to see you in Seattle first, though. Seattle first. I've never been to a drive-in either. I want to go. Driving in Texas is a whole other beast. It's a never-ending state. I haven't even traveled back to Louisiana from Texas since I've been here just because of the hours. Texas really is never-ending. Yeah. Oh, Jaren, are you in Texas also? Are all of y'all in Texas? Ouchies. I tell y'all, I've only been to like Texas once, and it was Austin, which, boo. So, Texas is on my list. Super on my list. I don't want to move from the East Coast. I feel like everything is here. Nothing is too far for us. An hour is the norm here. Yes, Californians be like, okay, I'm getting ready to leave. I'll be there in 3 hours. Like, nothing is too far. My cost of living in Sacramento is so much cheaper than the Bay Area. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Bay Area is expensive. And St. Louis, sorry. City counties are 15 to 30 minutes away. Houston next. Oh, New York now. Oh, so you're thinking of moving from New York to California, Chris. That'll be a big adjustment. That'll be like a big move. Austin is kind of whitewashed in my opinion. That's what everybody says. I went for something in particular. Like, my friend had tickets to South by Southwest and was like, hey, do you want to come to South by Southwest for free? Like, and my other friend was going to be there. My friend had tickets because she knew like a promoter and somebody that was like putting on events there. And my other friend was there as like an official member of the press. So he had all these press passes. So I was like, sure, whatever. So like that was why I was in Austin. But everybody's like, that's not even like really Texas. Be there in 3 hours. LOL, I'm already drunk and passed out, playa. Austin is whitewashed as fuck and a bunch of liberal whites, like Texas's version of Portland. Right, yes, exactly. That is a perfect description of Austin. That is a perfect description of Austin. Yes, it is. So they say Houston is where it's at. My bestie's in Seattle. I'll be there this summer for sure. Yeah, that was what it was. South by Southwest. Yeah. Yeah, it like just so happened. Like, it just so, like, it lined up that way. It lined up that way. But Houston, I definitely want to see Houston. I think all of y'all are in Houston. Jaren and I think all of you. Huh? I'm gonna go. Maybe I'm gonna go. I'm in the planning stages now. More. Bye, Chris. No, I'm gonna go soon in a minute too. I randomly had those connections. It just sort of like panned out that way. It gets really hot there, I think the fact that it gets so hot in Houston is like a deal breaker for people. Just like I know people that say that like Vegas is like, I mean, I've been to Vegas like several times, but I know people that say like Vegas is really cool to live, but like people don't live there because it gets really hot. Yeah, just Nicole, you're in San Antonio, but I think Ori, Queen, and Jaren are all in Houston. Huh, don't we all, Panda? Houston's been lit every time I go. We shall see. Have nothing tying me right now. Fam will always be in the tri-state area. Yeah. I want to move somewhere where it don't get this cold, but I feel like I need to visit each state before I decide. Oh my gosh, America is so huge. Yeah, it would take a really long time. It would definitely take probably about a year. It would take forever. When I did my trip last year, I was like, whoa, America is huge. Which I knew, like, you know that conceptually. But when you're in the car driving and realize you just, like, drive, like, you drove 500 miles in one day and you're, like, still in Arizona. You know? Like, God, this place is huge. Which is, like, nowhere near where you're trying to go, where you're trying to end. Like, it's huge. Let's see. Humid hot is a whole other thing too, and Houston is wet as fuck. San Antonio has Canyon Lake. I heard NOLA's humidity is next level. It is. How many states did I knock off altogether? You know, I don't think I actually counted. I should. I think 15 or 16 maybe. There's a lot to see here in the U.S. A lot, yes. Really want to get to NOLA too. NOLA's great. It's one of my favorite cities. If I had to drive 500 miles, I'd cry. That's the max they say is like really safe for you to do in one day. I can't do that humidity stuff. 500 miles and you're still in the same state. Yeah. It was a lot. Well, I'm gonna go though. I would like to visit each state. I'm pretty far along. I haven't been to a lot of the Midwest though, and like the North and the Pacific Northwest, because it's fucking far. It's really far. It's like far as shit, and you have to like really be over there. But you have to be like up there, like you have to be really up there. So I've been like all through the South and like all up through the Northeast. I haven't been to like super far up New England. So like New England and then like through the Midwest and like the Pacific Northwest and stuff. You have to be up there though. You have to be like deliberately up there and like deliberately driving through. Because it's really far. You can't just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna like pop into Seattle. No, Seattle is not some place you can just pop into. You have to be there. You have to be going there. You can skip North Dakota. If you want to see every state, you can't skip North Dakota. You have to see North Dakota too. They're flyovers for a reason. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to live in Hawaii. It was my favorite duty. I was just about to say, I hear it is so expensive to live there when I got to the end of your comment, but the cost of living was so high. I have heard it is wildly expensive. Like, surprisingly expensive, and that a lot of people in Hawaii like live in poverty because everything is so expensive. Yeah. Seattle is a struggle trip. It's just like it's so far up. It's like right across the street from Vancouver. It's like really far up. It's really far. Because I remember for the last trip, I was like, oh, I'm going to do Oakland. So maybe I can just, like, run up to Seattle. No. I was not able to run up to Seattle. Well, if you've lived there, then you've already been there. People just saying that they want to visit at least all 50 states. So you can't skip North Dakota if you want to visit all 50 states, because then you'll only have visited 49. So you can't skip North Dakota. If you've already lived there, then you've already crossed North Dakota off your list. I'm just saying, even if all you do is drive through it, you can't skip North Dakota. And I remember, like, a long time ago, like, at least 10 to 15 years, maybe like 15 years ago, my grandma went to, like, North Dakota, South Dakota, like, Kansas, like, a bunch of, like, places, Iowa. And I remember asking her what it was like, and she was like, well, number one, there's, like, no black people. And she's like, so it's really weird, like, being in the mall, and you're, like, literally, like, out of hundreds and hundreds of people that are, like, in the mall, the only black person. And, like, a lot of weird stuff happens because of that. And she was like, but there are places you should still go just to see them, because, like, the landscape, she was like, the landscape of, like, Montana, the landscape of, like, North Dakota, the landscape of some of these places, it's like, you should try to see it, because it's, like, alien type shit. Even if you just see it and leave. So, the Dakotas are nice nature-wise. What's the point of skipping North Dakota if you go to Alaska and Hawaii? You might as well drive through a corner of North Dakota and count that. America has like 5 time zones. I've been to 48. I forgot Montana was a place. Yeah, like, places that have, they look different. Like Forrest, and he was doing his cross-country run. You gotta drive real careful there. You gotta drive real careful everywhere. I wouldn't even want to drive through North Dakota or South Dakota. I mean, but I feel like there's also people that's like, and they wouldn't want to drive through Texas. Right? Like, you kind of have to decide if you're going to go to the place and then go. Iowa is scary. Idaho too. Montana, land of big sky, the Unabomber, right-wing crazies, and little else. These are the Ted Bundy states. Yeah, like, that's most of the places I've never been. Bye. Bye, Jaren. I'm about to go. My favorite painting is called A Storm in the Rocky Mountains. Okay, A Storm in the Rocky Mountains. In the Rocky Mountains. I'll look it up. America has some of the wildest landscapes. The Ted Bundy states. When you put it like that. Ha ha! It is, though. Like, it's true, but you just kind of have to figure it out. I mean, and road trips in general, like, there is an element of, like, you have to fucking be safe. Like, you have to be safe. So on that note, we're going to end it. You guys wanted to do Death Proof next week, so we're going to do Death Proof next week. Thank you for everybody for chit-chatting. This was a really interesting conversation, and for all you guys that watched. And next week, I think we're still going to do the same time, but then maybe after that, maybe we'll move it up or push it back, whichever one.